So I just need to do a video about the Irish game, the England and the Irish game, and the booing at the national anthem. Can't not do a video about it, you know, because need to put it in perspective and let people know exactly like what's going on. You know what I mean? What's actually going on. So basically, what's happened was at the start of international games, they played national anthems, and when they played "God Save the King," the Irish booed. But I just want people to know that there's a very good chance that there was probably more English and more Scottish booing than Irish. And I'll explain why. Basically because a lot of people are turning their backs on the king. Personally, me, I'll give you I was a royalist, a loyalist, and a unionist, die hard. I used to collect royal family, all different things to do with the royal family. A passion of mine, so it was. And now I've turned my back on them. I sort of turned my back when Charles took the throne and never gave it to William. I thought he should have given it to William for starters because he remarried. Personal opinion. You know, didn't totally turn my back then, but I wasn't happy. So suddenly enthusiasm left a wee bit. And then after what he said after the riots and basically bigging up the Muslim gangs that came out to beat white people, that was it for me, you know. Because he's the only person that could save this country. And he let us down big time. So, to be honest with you, if I was there with an England top, I would have been booing as well. And the other people that are booing, you're going to get a lot of Irish, Scottish guys who support Celtic. And I don't know what it is, but Celtic is got an Irish thing to it. You know, you need to, can't be asked looking into it to give you the details, but there is a connection there going back, way back in the day. But to be honest with you, I know this for a fact. See, the true loyalists and true Republicans of that country over there in Northern Ireland and Ireland, quite a lot of them are disgusted that our country, our heritage and our fallen has been all brought down to a football game and chance at a game. You know, to us it's a lot more than something like that. We've lost people, we've had friends get killed on both sides. We've had friends go away and families being split up. We've seen death like you can never imagine in a little place called Northern Ireland, six wee counties. And then we have these people over here because they support a football team. They think it's okay to bring our country into that football team as well. So these are the type of people that are booing. You get me? These are like the ones that support Ireland, support Celtic. And you got a lot of people that hate England, that live in England, that just support Ireland because they hate England that much. Trust me on this is facts, you know. I know this for facts. I always come on and tell you my opinion, my views, but I know things. I know a lot of things when it comes to my country and all the politics and Roman Catholics and Protestants and all the history and all that. And I know for a fact that wasn't the decent Irishmen that I know that were booing. And there will be a fraction of Irishmen that were booing. But they would be doing it with a smile. It's a noise up, it's a banter. They don't see it as disrespecting the way some people do, you know. And it's always getting pushed. The narrative will always get pushed by the media and all that and make a big deal. Oh, they beat the king. Because they want division, they want to split us up. But the truth of the matter is, there's a very small majority, you know, of real Irishmen that were at that game that would have been booing. You know what I mean? And that's the truth of the fact. You know, there's nothing else you can say or do about it. You know, I would have booed. You know, I would have booed. I got no time for my king right now. He's not my king. You know, jeez, oh man. And I know that if that's how I feel, and us Ulster men believe we are more British than the English. We believe that. Always believed that. There's nobody more British than the Ulster men. But yeah, here I am today. So let's not just get hung up and let's not all jump on the bandwagon of dividing and hating, because that's what certain individuals do. Believe you me, most of the Irish people in Ireland have no care about kings and borders and all the rest of it. All they care about is their children. They don't care where you're from, as long as you don't come into their country and do bad things to the people or the children, you know. And unfortunately, bad people are coming in, so they are all over our nation, all over, from the south of Ireland to the south of England, right through Scotland, right through Wales. Bad things and bad people are coming. All facts, you know. The government are hiding most of these facts from you. You're not getting, you know, they're not telling you who's committing all these, you know, it's all getting kept really, really quiet. You know, the media's got a blackout, you know what I mean? You know, it's really crazy what's going on right now. I would never have thought 20 years ago that men would have come over here and done bad things to our children, and our media would have been about it. Never thought for 1 minute. But our media is complicit with our government. Our media is now far left as well. The Sun, the Mirror, Channel 4, BBC, Sky News, LBC, all far left. And 110%. And the longer this runs, the more you're going to see it. And you're going to look back at this, and you're going to remember me saying this, and you're going to go, he was bang on. You're going to say that with all my videos, I was bang on. You know? It's not like I've got a crystal ball, or I can see into the future. I'll just put 2 and 2 together. And it's pretty easy. Like, I don't come up with 5 or 3. I come up with 4. You know? It's so easy to work out what's going on. You know? And the more they hide it, the more you search and look, you know what I mean? Because, like, we wouldn't be looking so hard if they didn't hide it. You know, they could drip feed us even a wee bit and keep us happy. You know, fool us with a load of... Yeah, they could, like, but they don't even have the sense to do that. All they do is try and drive a narrative that Catholics hate Protestants, Protestants hate Catholics, the Irish hate the English hate the Irish, the Scottish hate the English, the English hate the Scottish. Well, let me tell you something. I've got Irish, Scottish, English, Welsh, Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland guys all on my social medias, from X to YouTube to TikTok, and they're all absolutely diamond people. They're, every single one of them would all be able to go out together and have a good time and sit down and share common thoughts and ideas, you know. And this is what the government hate. The government don't want you to know this, that everybody's actually starting to get on. Protestants, Catholics starting to get on together. People are starting to have conversations, you know. They're pushing right now, and there's a wee campaign going on. Trust me on that. I've seen it in X, where the left are pushing narratives. They're pushing narratives, and it's all hateful narratives. It's all division. It's all about dividing, you know, picking on little things that, like, because we've all got bad in our community. We've all got bad eggs, you know what I mean? Rangers have bad eggs, Celtic have bad eggs, the Irish have bad eggs, the Ulster have bad eggs, English, Scottish and the Welsh have all got bad eggs. And like me, they've all got access to the internet, and they come out with their hate, and then that's jumped on. My narrative isn't jumped on because I push for peace and love and equality. Yeah? I'm just seen as a racist, a far right, a unionist, a loyalist from Belfast, full of hate. And that's why I do these videos, because on paper it's very easy for that narrative to be pushed. That's why it's important that I come out and tell you exactly who I am before the papers start coming out and hit you with bullshit. Because that's exactly what happened. It'll happen to every one of you. I'm just waiting for it. You know what I mean? Just waiting for it. Like I say, you need to have thick skin to do this kind of thing. There's no two ways about it. It is scary, you know. I'm out with my partner's dog, Bailey. This is my wee Bailey time. I'm sure you've seen her a couple of times. Obviously, my partner's pregnant. I think about 7.5, nearly 8 months pregnant. So I go round to hers and take her dog out every day just to ease the burden. Like I say, I live on my own, you know, especially when I'm doing stuff like this. But I've got a history, and I've had people try to kill me. I've had the door taken off the hinges with me pushing my back against it, with men trying to come through the door, kill me when I was a baby and in the living room in a walker. Some people don't care, you know. So I'm not going to put anybody in jeopardy. You know, I live on my own, and that's I like my own company, you know. I don't hide behind women and children or anything like that. I would never put any women and children in danger just because of my politics and my views. Because unfortunately, these kind of views are hated by some, really hated. I get the hate. You don't know half the messages I get from people, you know what I mean? And I have to be careful. You have to be careful, Because some of these people will just they'll throw everything in, they're coming and getting you and finding you and causing trouble for you. You know, they won't come man to man, they'll come team-handed, you know what I mean? But it wouldn't be the first time. And it doesn't bother me at all. I fancy my chances against anybody. You know what I mean? I've got plenty of wood and stuff around me here. You know, I'll have a good go, like. Definitely take one of them with me, that's for sure. So like you see, you've got to have thick skin to do this, but it shouldn't be like that. But for bringing peace, for trying to bring people together, you know what I mean? I'm not calling people out. I'm saying there's bad in every... You know that. Everybody knows that. There's bad in every community. Obviously, some communities are just rotten to the core, you know. But we'll say no more about that. But the Irish thing, don't fall for that, guys. Please, share this. I don't normally ask for people to share and all that. I don't normally ask that. You know, that's not what I'm about, you know. But, yeah, sure, let people know that the Irish thing, the Irish and England game, it's not what people think. Yes, they were booing. But these weren't the good people of Ireland that were booing. I promise you that. And remember, it's a game of football. Football, guys, it's different as well. You know, there's a lot of banter. A lot of pointing and shouting, you know. 90-minute bigots, that's what they're called. You know. And there's a lot of that in Scotland. 90-minute bigots. And I know quite a lot of them. And they're the most nicest guys you'll ever meet. But for some reason, they go to that fucking Ibrox or Parkhead and they become absolute bigots. And then after the game, they're back to being really nice people. You know, different categories. You know what I mean? But like I say, them 90-minute bigots are getting smaller and smaller. Believe you me, as the years go by, the hate will get smaller and smaller. The love will get bigger and bigger. And the communities of this great nation will come together. And we will come together in harmony and peace and love and one. We're going to be one once again. I can see that. It won't be in my time, but every year we'll get a bit closer to it. And I'll enjoy my last years watching that. Because I know, thanks to the Labour government, they've left us no choice but to unify. Just another wee point before I forget. Flamdango News, I'm going to put a link up. Please follow him. Please give him a wee follow. If anything you can do, you know I don't ask for money. I don't do TikTok shops and all that, and I'm not interested in making money from this. But when I ask you to do some things, please do it for me. Follow Flamdango I'll put the link up. Sprayers Mate as well. Two good guys. You know, we're all starting out. Everybody's starting out. Everybody, you know, and anybody else. There's a couple of other guys there. I don't know if everybody who wants me to say their names and who doesn't. You know, like I say, it's a very dodgy game, this. You know, very, very dodgy. Is he telling the truth these days? Oh, you've got to be very careful of that one. But, yeah, I'm coming. Got a wee bit of a cold in Glasgow. We didn't know where the heating was in my mate's flat. And like, we were on couch. We didn't want to sleep in the guy's bed. He told us we could, but we just didn't want to do that. So we all just took cushions off, slept on the floor, took turns on the couches and that, but we were freezing in the middle of the night, so yeah. So I'll put the link up. He's on live tonight. An absolutely amazing guy. Just another guy with an amazing story. So many different stories from life and ups and downs and turmoils. And it's not my place to tell you his ups and downs, but I'm sure he will one day once he gets more comfortable with it. But you know, these guys will make him feel comfortable, I'm sure. Any friend of mine is a friend of yours, guys. Thank you very much. Everybody have a really good, is it Monday? Monday night. Tuesday night. Monday night. Have a good Monday night. And God bless.